Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girls is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed-race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
Yeah, obviously really excited. My first World Cup, so it's truly a blessing to be here. Super excited for the game tomorrow. We've had a good week of training, a good camp leading into the World Cup. So just excited to get out there and compete.
France is a strong team. Describe the preparation that you've had leading up to this first game.
Yeah, obviously one of the best teams in the world at the minute, but we're confident. We've been working hard to strategize and to come up with things to make things difficult for them. So we're excited for it. We're going to work hard. We expect it to be a good battle, but you know, we're excited for the prospect of the game tomorrow.
It's Jamaica's second World Cup. How do you think this one, in terms of the national team Jamaica, with the players that you've got now, how does it compare with last time?
Obviously, this is my first World Cup, but I think we can build off of what they did last World Cup, and it's just an exciting opportunity for us. I think there's a lot of new players in and around the team, but we've built good chemistry and good camaraderie and things like that. So I'm excited to go into the game, and it's going to be a good tournament for us. And I think everyone's on the same page with the same goal. And, you know, we want to get out of the group and compete and show the world what we can do.
How do you think you're going to feel when you get onto the field?
I think obviously there's going to be nerves, but just pure excitement, really. I think we all dream of things like this, playing on the big stage against the best teams, against the best players. So it's an exciting opportunity, and I think the anticipation's been building, and I think it's going to be nice to be out there on the pitch.
Great, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Don't say that good things, mate. 3-1. That's 4-1.
I want to give a big bless up to the Reggae Girls out there. They ain't believing us. John did. Reggae Girls, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there. World Cup. Sadella Marley, number love. Bless up from DJ Khaled.
And I'm representing for the Reggae Girls. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sadella, big up yourself. One love every time. You know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river. What the Reggae Girls do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica support you every time. You know the thing go.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
My Tallawahs, how are you all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All depends on where you're based in the world. I don't know about you guys, but it is officially match day for me. The big showdown has finally, tongue twister, has finally arrived. The headline reads for itself: France versus Jamaica FIFA Women's World Cup match preview. And the person that's always telling people to come from under their bed, I had to pretty much pick up the phone today, guys, and tell him the same thing. Mr. Ryan Jackson, come from under your bed. I did some snooping around and I noticed that he wasn't supporting the Reggae Girls. Always claims that he's not team women and he loves the Reggae Girls and he loves women, but I don't know, guys. It was on the eve of the Reggae Girls opener for this year's World Cup Down Under, taking place in Australia and New Zealand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't think Mr. Jackson's posted not one single video on the Reggae Girls. So we're about to change that because something ain't right. So again, guys, I had to pick that phone up today and tell Ryan to come from underneath the bed because it don't look right. You can't always support the guys and don't support the girls. So if you're watching on Ryan LFC, big up yourself. I hope you've hit the like button. Likewise, if you are watching on my platform, I hope you've also gone ahead and done the same. Please do hit the like button on both channels and try to support us. I'm going to try and make this stream maybe say no longer than 30 minutes, but if we do overrun, then I do apologize. I don't know where he is. You guys want to see him? Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Let's see. When are the Reggae Girls playing? Miss Jones Spence, Mr. Baker. Big up you guys, the freshest god in the comment section. Marcus, I can see all of your comments. Good night, Jerome 876. I hope you're all in good health. Let me know your score prediction, guys. I'm going to be doing a run through with Mr. Jackson himself, looking at both teams, so France and also Jamaica, and trying to see where we stand on match day 1 of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. So let me see if he's backstage, guys. I don't know if he is. He's probably still itch up somewhere underneath his bed. So let me go and search and see what's what with Mr. Jackson. Mr. Ryan LFC, how you doing?
Somebody not the inch of Crystal. Jesus.
Am I lying? Isn't that what happened today? Am I lying?
No, but you see what I'm telling you, say, yo, my love woman and a woman have to come for me and take me out from underneath the bed, which is a good thing.
That's a cop-out. That's a complete cop-out. So how comes you haven't done any videos on the Reggae Girls?
I was waiting on a special moment to give the girls a good send-off today, you know.
I see. You're good.
I was waiting Saturday night, you know. A lot of fans bombarded my phone. Well, all of the people them there with them say them love the females. Them. So we are going to see if them love females or a man them love or the man them want you talk about all the time. So we are going to see all of the man them will love so them love the females them will come from underneath in the bed. Just like Crystal Davis dragged me from underneath the bed tonight. Yes, people. I hope all of you guys can come from underneath the bed. But Crystal, how you doing, man? Good evening.
I'm doing all right. It's already Sunday morning for me. A little, not even a little. It's 12:30, so it's match day for me. I'm hours ahead of you, so I'm doing all right. I'm feeling good for the game. I don't know how you're feeling. How you feeling about not even the prospect, us taking on France, which is now the countdown. The clocks have been set, and kickoff is looking right at us.
Well, I am excited after watching the first night at Sunfest last night. See Massacre tearing up the Sunfest, and then to see him, you're playing an inch of video for him to support the girls, which is good. That sounds good. And I would love to see more entertainment, make more videos talking about the Reggae Girls and tell people to support them. DJ Khalid, nothing but love. Sidela, we really do appreciate it first and foremost. You are not God, but for us, you are very key for females football in Jamaica. You make this possible. Back-to-back World Cup. I want to big up Sidela Marley for that, and the Bob Marley Foundation, and everybody who play a part except the administration. All right? But first and foremost, big up to the females. I am so happy. They look good in training, and I just hope they can just continue that positive vibe going into the game against France. I think we're going to beat this France team. I don't know, but history will make. We see how well 80 play against England. You know, the Asian goalkeeper save a very good penalty. And England find it difficult to beat the Asian. So I think France eye open up wide to see how well this Asian team play against England. Right? So I'm expecting to be a close game, and I'm expecting Bonisha to get on the score sheet. This is the moment. This is where Bonisha living for. She has to come up against the big team. Yeah, fine. You did very well against the team in our region, but show the world that you are amongst top striker in the world. So, Bonnie, you have to step up come tomorrow. And I believe you will. Jody Brown, hopefully she can be fit. But I am excited going into this game, Tallawah.
All right, I can feel your excitement. There's a play feedback, Justin. I don't know where it came from, but hopefully it doesn't.
Over my head, man. Over my head. You know the people them sometimes they over my head that one they go. So I don't know about feet.
All right, guys. Here's what I'm gonna do before we dive right into the preview. Going to take a quick little recap and look at a couple of the games that were played. What should be today for you guys, yesterday for me, because I'm already into my Sunday. So to bring everyone up to speed, if you're a regular on my channel, then you already know how match day 1 went on with regards to the 2 co-hosts, Australia and New Zealand. So so let's just look at the rest of the fixtures there. I also spoke about Nigeria and Canada on the following games. So let's have a quick little glance at how today's game went on, and then we'll dive into today's match preview. If you haven't hit the like button already, I'm not really sure what you're waiting on. It doesn't cost you a penny, so do go ahead and smash the like button on both of our channels. You should be able to figure things out that we're streaming on my platform and also Ryan's platform at the same time. So do us both a favor and go ahead and smash the like button. And I'm going to be turning my attention to the comment section at some point, so I'm not ignoring anyone. I'll be with you guys shortly. Yeah, so basically, guys, to recap what's happened over the last couple of days, without regurgitating myself, I don't want to sound too repetitive, so let's just focus on today's results. And this was an early kickoff with the current reigning champions taking on Vietnam, and that was, obviously, you should know by now that the reigning queens of the world is the United States. Somewhat works in our favor because they do belong to CONCACAF, and like I said, if Jamaica can't win the World Cup, then me personally, I'd love to see the trophy stay in the CONCACAF region for obvious reason. And they tucked away Vietnam, beating them 3 goals to the good. Next to them, you had the follow-up fixture in regards to the running order of the day. And this is a bit of a sour reading if you support Zambia, a bit like myself. A little bit feeling downbeat for them. They were tucked away 5 goals to the good at the hands of Japan. I think Japan, I would say that you can throw their name in the hats to be one of the favorites to possibly win this year's Women's World Cup. Let me know how you guys feel about that. As you can see there, healthy scoreline, the biggest one that we've seen so far. Prior to that, the biggest scoreline were what they called Spain in their game.
But before we go to that game, though, Tallawah, I was watching a little piece of the highlight of the Japan game, man. Trust me, man. The way they pass the ball, the way they move, the way they run off the run off the ball. I like this Japan team. As usual, always play quick football, and they play quick like the men's. And I'm telling you, man, this Japan team is a very good team. I think winning it, our favorite, I don't know. I think England is a good team. I think the United States, I think Canada. I'm not too sure about Brazil. Hopefully, they can see the Brazil.
Team is definitely in the hat. If you can say with confidence that England's name's in the hat for being one of the favorites, then you can say Japan's name is 100% in the hat as well. England off late, they've not looked convincing. Yes, you can put some context to that with the number of injuries that they've come into the World Cup with. But if anyone's going to be backing England as favorite, then the same can be said for Japan in terms of what they're capable of and what they've obviously displayed, not just in today's game against Zambia, but just overall, and even looking back from previous World Cup as well. So that's the reason why I think it's safe to say that you can throw their name in the hat to be one of the favorites. So let me just go back to what I was saying, if I can find that particular tab. I touched on Zambia. So as I was saying, prior to Zambia's 5-0 thrashing over, prior to Japan's 5-0 thrashing over Zambia, the biggest scoreline leading up to that game was Spain's 3-0 win over Costa Rica. And then came another game that I think a lot of people were looking forward to, England, the current European champions. So they are Queens of Europe. They registered a slim victory over our Caribbean rivals, Haiti. This was a quality game. I'm not sure if you guys managed to catch the game itself in its full 90 plus minutes, or if you guys watched it back on highlights. But I think I could speak for all of us and we say we can take our hats off to Haiti. They're up against a country that is, like I said, holding on to the current European title. Was not expected to be a walk in the park for Haiti. And I think, judging by the reaction of a couple of the England reporters from traditional media, they're probably surprised that it's only a 1-goal scoreline, marginal victory for them. Penalty had to be retake. It was a retaken penalty by Georgia Stanway. Keeper for Haiti did come off her mark, unfortunately, the first time round, and hence the penalty being retaken. But Haiti, I think they'll be happier of the two. Definitely proud of them. This is their debut, and I'm definitely can say that they held their head high and they did not allow England to have their way with them. Rounding off the day for the day's action, it was Denmark taking on China, and the scoreline for that one pretty much reads for itself. China coming off the losing end, suffering a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Denmark, which brings us to today. You should be able to see this one on your screen. Pretty much spoiled for choices. The first kickoff of the day, today meaning Sunday. As I said, I'm a little bit ahead of you guys in terms of time zone. First match up will be Sweden taking on South Africa. That will be followed by the Netherlands taking on Portugal, and the day concludes with the biggest clash of the lot on the day being Sunday. France acting as the home side there, taking on Jamaica, right? And let me know again in the comment section how you guys are feeling. I'm going to be giving you your my thoughts on France and also Jamaica, and how I think this game could pan out. Seem like you guys are in high spirits in the comment section. I don't think I've seen anyone expecting Jamaica to lose. Me personally, I'll just throw it out there. A bit like you guys in the comment section, I'm not expecting Jamaica to lose this one. But football is played on the day, so anything goes. So I'm going to be doing a quick preview with Ryan. And as I said before, just fire away in the comment section. How you feeling, Ryan?
I'm feeling good, man. But one of the things I want to talk about with this Reggae Girlz team, back-to-back World Cup for them, and 13 players from the last team that play in the World Cup. So that means that we have a lot of experience in this team. The team has been grown. I think some of the key players in the midfield, I don't know if you have that issue with the Reggae Girlz team. I think whenever Bunny Shaw is playing, I think she have to come back too deep. I don't think we have that attacking player. No, we have Spencer inside the midfield, but I don't know. I'm just expecting Bunny to get a lot of ball. You know what I mean? I don't want she to come too deep. I don't want she too far away from the goal. I want she to stay on the last centre back. So I'm looking for creativity, either from the midfield or wide area to feed Bunny. That's when Bunny at our best.
All right, I think it's probably down. It's probably with regards to what you touched on is down to how the gaffer Lauren Donaldson chooses to line up the team. If she has to drop deep, she has to drop deep. If she has to go in defense, she has to go into defense. I don't think that's uncommon of Bunny, which is a little bit unusual. It's an interesting point that you made because we saw her do exactly what you just touched on in the CONCACAF Women's Championship, where she was playing her role. I would like to say playing her role as captain. So yes, holding that forward line, but she was also doing her defensive duties. And maybe you can say that's just how modern football is played. Like everyone attacks, everyone defends, and so on. I think we've got the first prediction comes from someone called Blake saying 3-1 France. Bold prediction there, Blake. I think you're the only one so far that's predicting a defeat for Jamaica. But football is a game of opinion, so you're more than entitled to yourself, to your own opinion, I should say. Ryan, focusing on the positives. I don't know how you want to do this. If you want to start off with France, or if you want us to start off with Jamaica, just to keep the subscribers and viewers engaged. But what are some of the positives that you find for either Jamaica or France? You make your pick heading into.
I will take my girls, my Reggae girls. Hopefully some of the positive I'm looking for is for the coach game management. I know you probably want to stay behind the ball and to catch this France team and counter. If we're going to do that, I need to see us to attack whenever we receive the ball inside the midfield, or the France team turn over the ball inside the midfield. I think with our pace and our skill, I think we need to play to our advantage. Try to respect France, but I just don't. Previous time I see the Reggae girls come up against team that play in Europe, and sometimes even I look at it, I say they're not much better than us. We just need to have a little bit more confidence and have a little bit more, give the girl a little bit more freedom, not to do. Yeah, you have to defend in football. Yeah, you're playing against a better opponent, but sometimes I think we trying to limit the team from scoring most of the time, and sometimes in the work, I just want to see the girl fluent, man. I just want to see the girls go all out, and I think we have a chance to come out of this group. If you look at this France team, they are a very good team. They are players that play in the top, in the Champions League and all of these things, but I just don't want the coach to limit our players, right? I think we defend as a team, we attack as a team. We turn over a ball in the midfield, we have to work very hard for it, right? But I just don't want we're taking away too much from the girl. The good girls are chasing. I know that all in football, but I want to see more positive, not to take away from our attacking player like a Jodie Brown or a Tiffany Cameron if she start, or a Bunny. I want to see us to attack this team whenever we get the opportunity.
All right, let me just bring something up. Okay, it's already on screen with you. I think you've made a couple interesting points.
You agree with me? Because sometimes I don't like when the girls we respect the opponent and we don't allow to play our game. Sometimes I think one of the things that we will do, Crystal, is whenever we go behind, then we try to change our tactics. No, what if you have this mindset from the get-go with that positive mindset? Hey, yes, we know they're better than us, but at the same time, when the game kicked off, we have to defend as a team, we attack as a team, right? We have to cover for each other. I don't want to see us in a negative where we start out the game negative and we chase and then we try to get in back. Try to go on the front foot. Try to do something different. That's what I'm expecting from this. We have nothing to lose.
But that's what I'm saying, going back to your point of Bunny, you're saying that you would rather Bunny to remain in attack. But what I'm saying to you is, it's almost like in the modern era, whether you're looking at the men's side of the game or the women's side of the game, you attack together, you defend together. That's how you get the favorable outcome. And I don't think that with the Reggae Girls, we should expect anything less. It should be more of the same. As I said, with regards to Bunny in particular, she's taken on her captain's responsibility quite well. I know faced a couple criticism in the women's CONCACAF championship where people were saying they want more goals from her, although she was scoring, she was doing her job as the forward, but there were times that she had to drop back in defense, which some people didn't like. Here's how I'm looking at things. I'm going to touch on some positives and some issues for both teams, really and truly, because I think, irrespective of where France are ranked, and I think it's important to highlight that currently they're ranked number 5 in the world. But as I said on my other live streams, guys, I'm not really focusing heavily on world ranking. I just thought I'd throw it out there because some of you want to know where we're ranked. Jamaica are ranked 43 in the world. But just etch those 2 rankings in the back of your mind and think about what we've seen over the last couple of days with regards to the likes of, say, Nigeria holding Canada to an applaudable result. Big up Nigeria, by the way. And also coming into the World Cup, what we saw with Zambia beating Germany 3-2 in a friendly. Germany, for you guys' knowledge, are ranked number 2 in the world. And also we saw who is the other team? Haiti. How can I say who is the other team when they are our Caribbean friends? Haiti holding their own against England, irrespective of the results there. So those are 3 teams there that make up the world ranking, the world, say, top 10 world ranking where women's football is concerned. So that be it Canada, England, and Germany. And their opponents, African and Caribbean opponents, I think they've got lots to be proud of. So whether or not Jamaica can take motivation from that, or whether they've already taken motivation from that, remains to be seen. But like I said, I'm going to be focusing on some positives and to add some balance to the preview. Also, just being realistic, and that just means, unfortunately, sorry, it just means I'll have to also focus on some of our issues to help it make sense, guys. I think what we probably have to do is look at France briefly. Ryan started off by looking at Jamaica, so I'm going to be talking about Jamaica just to continue on from what Ryan has said. And yeah, I do agree with him. I'm going to take my eyes off the main screen and I'm going to go back over to Google and have a look through France's fixtures, so what I'm saying makes some sort of sense to you guys. All right, so Ryan, interject. We are co-hosting tonight, so I'm the co-host, you're the co-host, we're the captains of the ship. So stop me anytime you want, because I can ramble on when it comes to the Reggae Girls. So just stop me anytime you want, okay?
No, man, you're perfect, man. You're a team, you know. I am just a bleeder, you know.
We're both the 12th man. We're both the 12th man. All right, so I agree with some of the stuff that Ryan said, and here's why I agree. Me, firstly, I'm not going to jump the gun. Yes, he's absolutely right. We should respect our opponents. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make for any team, be it the underdog or the team that's expected to win, is to be complacent, right? So like I said, it's one thing taking inspiration from the likes of Gambia, Nigeria, and Haiti, but let's not get complacent. And the reason why I'm saying let's not get complacent is because I think just looking at both teams, France's issues outweigh ours. It's just, I think it's going to come down to who really wants it on the day. And I think some of the stuff that Jamaica needs to focus on from the jump is to play organized and also to play with purpose. And the reason why I'm saying that is, if you've been keeping your eyes on France, particularly, what I've done is just kept an eye on them from, say, April to the present. And what you would have noticed is their defensive line in my opinion, is there to be picked apart. So again, what Ryan said in terms of us utilizing our assets, so that be it our speed. I think if we can focus on adding pressure and combining that with our clinical ability, we should be able to knock on the door of France and at least cause some sort of disruption for them. Because if you look back at France, I'm going to click on them for a second. If you look at them, guys, like I said, I'm not going to go too far, so let's just go and stop at April, right? So let's stop it there. If you look at all of these results, you're probably thinking, but it works in their favor. But if you actually pause and watch the game, I don't know if you guys watch the game or watch the highlights or even go and do some further reading, you will see that, like I said, they are not defensively sound. And let's start off by looking at say Colombia, for example. Straight off the back, you're thinking, but they won 5-2. Yes, they did win 5-2, but if you look closely, you probably can't see this one. That was a 5-2 comeback victory. And again, it is a friendly. For me, no game is a friendly, but just to add some transparency.
This weakness of this France team, though, they can't see that. But Crystal, I'll just let you know that I'm going to have a guest, a big special guest. Know a lot inside on the Reggae Girls, so look out for it. The person will be on soon. They will call.
I think I know who that person is already, but that's fine by me.
You don't know a woman. Come on, man. You go like you go like a Vision people.
I've never seen them before.
Yeah, man, you seen them, man. Somebody who been around the team, man. You know.
Interesting. As long as it's not somebody that's gonna rub me up the wrong way, cause
no, man. Farmer coach. Been coach. At the last World Cup, so think about it.
I think I know who that person is. I've met them in person. I think I've interviewed them as well. A matter of fact, they might not remember me, but I definitely remember them. No, he's not going to rub me up the wrong way. So I have to check with these things, you know, Ryan, because you know how things have been going behind the scenes lately.
Yeah, I would not put you in that circumstance.
I know. All right, guys. What was I saying? Yeah, so if we look at the team there, I'm trying to rejog my memory. So like I said, this was a 5-2 comeback victory. But like I said, if you look at it at a quick glance, you're thinking, but that was a perfect game for France. But actually, in reality, it just goes back to my point saying that they are definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, they are not defensively sound, and that is despite of their current FIFA ranking being sat in the number 5th position. This particular game, it just adds to my point, adds weights to my opinion when I say that they're not defensively sound. If you go on, I don't know if you guys want to see what I've seen, you can go back and try and find the highlights, France versus Colombia, and you could see that there was some defensive mistake there from France. First goal was conceded inside the 36 minutes, and Colombia doubled their lead from a direct free kick, guys, and the free kick was just madness. The goalkeeper didn't stand a chance. That one just flew right into the back of the net. The first goal, I think, for Colombia, I don't know. Probably you can say that France could have done a little bit better, but I think it comes back to what I was thinking originally when it comes to maybe a little bit of complacency. Maybe it comes down to a lack of communication between the line of defense and also their goalkeeper. I think that's something that I've picked up on with this France side. And yes, let's just put it out there, they injury has pretty much just wiped through this squad, guys, even before the World Cup, and also as they edge closer to the World Cup, losing the likes of Henry, for example, and even at the World Cup they've lost players as well. So to be fair to them, injury has not been their best friend. I don't personally like when I see opponents picking up injuries, especially when you're at the sports biggest stage, that be it the World Cup, because for a lot of these players it could be the final dance. So I'm hoping for their sake that there's no more additional injury. It goes without saying that I don't want Jamaica to pick up any injury. So again, that defense of France, yes, they did come back. It was a 5-2 comeback victory, but it took some while for them to get going. And when I say it took some while for them to get going, I'm hoping that Jamaica have done their homework and see that France have had a bit of a slow build up day in back to the April. Like I said, I focused on April all the way to April of this year, by the way, guys, all the way to the present. And if I go and look at their game, again, this one was played in April, and it was against Canada, and they secured a 2-1 victory. And this one, surprise, surprise, guys, this was another defensive mistake. Again, I'm not sure, is this a bit of, dare I say, hype and complacency? Again, not communicating with the players around her. And pretty much the defender kind of kicked the ball to the keeper. The keeper made a meal of the ball coming towards her, and Canada, like any other serious team would. Canada, by the way, are the reigning Olympic gold medalists. Poached onto the mistake and found their name on the score sheet. And again, if I go back a little bit and look at Australia, the interesting thing with this one, and for those of you who are just tuning in and probably not that familiar with Women's World Cup, Australia is co-hosting this year's Women's World Cup alongside New Zealand. This was an interesting one, not because they defeated France 1-0, but before coming into this game, things were looking all right for France. This is probably a wake-up call for them, because yes, they, like I said, looking a little bit feeble where their defense is concerned, but irrespective of that, they were grinding out the results, comeback victory. The most important thing in football is to win. But just when they thought they were sailing off into the sunset and going to the World Cup undefeated, at the final hurdle for their friendly, up step Australia, and they burst their balloon and they come into the World Cup with their unbeaten record brushed to the side, unfortunately, thanks to Australia. You can see there that goal was scored inside the 66th minute. So their unbeaten record came to an end at the wrong time. As I said earlier on, France, I do feel sorry for them. They've got a host of injury. If you can think of a couple of the players that either initially at the early stage didn't make the call up due to either injuries, or made the call up and then had to be pulled out of the team. In total, you're looking at players like Batty, Casarino, Kototo, and Henri. And in total, they have over 250 plus appearances for France. So that speaks volumes, guys. That's like what? 1, 2, 3, about 4 players with 250 plus appearances for France. That definitely counts for something. So that's going to be a devastating blow. And adding to their injury woes, they have 2 more players who are said to be set to miss today's game. Because I'm already into my Sunday morning, and that's surely going to be adding to their woes. Go on.
Crystal, based on looking at their result, is a team that conceding 1 or 2 goals. They're going to give you that chance.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go back so you can have a quick glance at it. But like I'm saying to you, that they are not defensively sound, irrespective of the fact that they're sitting 5th in the FIFA ranking. Like, that's the reason why, Ryan, I'm not too focused on FIFA ranking. You know, I know it's no surprise you love Germany, and that's one of the teams that you support. But for me, I was so happy. I don't know if you've seen the highlights of what Zambia did to Germany. Remember, Germany are sat 2nd in the world of FIFA rankings. Zambia are at 77. Zambia have no right, even though it is a friendly. Zambia have no right beating Germany, but they did. And their third goal was an absolute ridiculous goal. It's one of the best goals that you would have seen, be it men's football or women's football, chipping the goalkeeper from outside the box. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not too heavily focused on the what was I going to say, the FIFA ranking. So just to go back to give you guys a quick little reminder. Hopefully I'm not speaking too fast. If I am, I do apologize. I'll work on myself. Go on, Ryan.
So I'm going to take a call. This is one of the guests, so hopefully you
take your time. Take your time. Yes, guys. So like I said, I could stretch this one back a bit further to February, but what's the point? Don't really. You get the gist. You understand what I'm trying to say. So let's do a little recap. France won 5-2 against Colombia. That was a comeback victory. Beat Canada 2-1, top 10 Republic of Ireland recently. That was in July, 3-0, and they fell at the final hurdle. I say they fell at the final hurdle because that unbeaten streak of theirs is put to bed. And next in line is obviously Jamaica, where I'm sure they'll be looking to bounce back.
The internet kind of freeze up. In and out. Tap me here.
Did it freeze?
Yeah, okay, you're back now. But just hold your point a little bit. But Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live on here with Ryan LFC and Crystal Davis, previewing the France-Jamaican game in the group stage. How are you doing?
Good evening, Crystal. Good evening, Ryan. How are you both doing? I hope you guys are doing well and setting your alarm.
Yes, man. Thanks, man. Oh, things with you. How you feel about the girls and chance making it out of this group?
I feel like it's a good chance. I do think getting 4 to 5 points is realistic from the girls' standpoint. I'm very confident about, what we have. The preparation was good. I would have loved one more friendly match, but I think the Morocco game was good. I'm happy with in terms of the Amsterdam camp, because for me, that 10 days together was important for the synergy, the chemistry and everything. And you can see the pictures that you're seeing on social media and videos, the vibe, the energy. So the camping in Amsterdam, the camping to make come together for the world. And the France team, like you and Crystal have talked about, France is a team that concede goals. France is a team, they've one clean sheet in their last 11 games. So, that's something that we can, use on our side, and they concede a lot of late goals, 71st minute, 86 minutes. So late in games have lapses in concentration. So I do think there are exploits and there are things from a Jamaican standpoint that we can capitalize on. And I know the girls are looking forward to this tournament that lies ahead. 11 girls in our squad that came from the 2019 roster as well. So experience to pass on to those new, fresher, younger faces, you could say, within the roster. So I think it's just about excitement, and we just can't wait to see the girls on the road.
Fair enough. But Simon, what could you tell us about this France team? Clearly, as the Crystal said, they're coming into this game with coming into the tournament with a lot of injured fifth. How do you think we should approach this, and what your feelings about this France team?
Yeah, absolutely right. Because, certainly off the field as well, France have had their concerns and their challenges as well. New head coach in Hervé Renard, the same guy that took Saudi Arabia to the Men's World Cup in 2022, the same coach that guided Saudi Arabia to that shock victory over the Argentine outfit. So one thing for sure under Hervé Renard, they're going to be a team that is organized, very, very, very organized. So he will always ensure that is something that is imprinted within them, and in the short time that he has been with them, he's ensured that is something with them. I mean, the vast of his experience has come with African teams, but now with the country of his birth, I still think he's still trying to get to know his individual talents better. But there are gems in this France squad, some parts of the France squad from even back in 2011 when they went to the semi-finals of the World Cup as well. Wendy Renard, for me, is going to be the key player to watch for the French. 6 feet 2 inches tall as a centre half, and somebody that is a monster in the air and score set pieces. So from a Jamaican standpoint, that would be the player to keep a very, very close eye on. Wendy Renard, even born in the Caribbean and Martinique as well.
So Caribbean, where that is concerned there. On the attacking line, Eugenie Sommer, at 34 years of age, also carries that bit of panache in terms of how she plays as well. So there are gems within the squad. But what you can say about the French unit is that they are a team that are getting on in terms of age. And I do think that there are opportunities from a Jamaican standpoint to be exploited, bearing in mind the young faces that are in the squad, some in their late teens, some in their early 20s. So there are opportunities to be exploited. It's about the approach now to ensure that we can come out with at least a point tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure the rest of Jamaica and, of course, the Jamaican diaspora all across the globe is going to be ensuring that they don't miss this game at all.
Okay, fair enough. So what's your score prediction?
I've gone with France 2, Jamaica 2. That's what I'm going for the game tomorrow.
Okay.
2-2.
Fair enough. All right. Big up yourself, Simon. Thanks for calling. I really do appreciate you giving your honest opinion on the team and stuff. We catch up.
All right, and take care to everybody.
I appreciate it. So people, that's Simon Preston. Crystal, I'm getting a lot of calling. I don't know what to do. Let me know what to do, because you said one. Oh, okay. All right. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. George,
man. Blessed. Good evening, Ryan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I just want to say a very special evening to the lady you have in studio with you. A very good evening, Crystal.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, I'm here. I must admit that I am really off as far as knowing the inner workings of these teams. But I'm catching up with the information you're giving me. And my only concern, and as I say, I'll just admit, I don't know too much about the girls, but I do know that matches that I've watched, they are very compact as far as possession of the ball. They have ball handlers, a little gap that we have with the men's team that I watch all the time. But when I watch the girls, to be honest with you, I feel much more comfortable. Like I don't get so nervous in the match as when I watch the boys, because they hold the ball, they pass the ball around, they have a link, they make connections. So I think as far as how they play in their competitions, they look much more comfortable as a team. So that might be because they play together longer or so on or so forth. But what I do know, I really enjoy watching them, because I just feel like they're a baller, they just look like they're a baller. So I like that. What I was looking at the other day, which I'm going to ask you a question about now, is that I saw them playing Australia. And I think the full-time score was like 3-0. So I was wondering, is it that it was because I didn't see Bonnie Shaw? I did enjoy how they kept the ball in with it very well. I just understand how they could get 3 goals scored on them, because they play so well. So could you help me out with understanding what's up with the girls and what it looks like for them for this month?
First of all, do you want me to take this, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, caller, thank you, by the way. It's people like you that really do keep me going, because there's been so much that's like happened behind the scenes, and sometimes it kind of feels like creating certain type of content just isn't worth it. But honest to God, people like yourself and subscribers from my channel and obviously Ryan's channel, you guys are so appreciative of the hard work, because it's not easy putting these live streams together. It takes a lot of time and effort. So yeah, people don't understand. I mean, a 30-minute live stream, that's almost like, maybe depending on how deep you need to go, because people need to understand women's football is like you have to dig beneath the surface. So something that should take us like 10 minutes is taking you 2 hours of research, just so that there's accuracy to present to you guys. So thank you so much, not just to yourself. I'm taking a quick glance at the guys in the comment section. Thank you so much for being appreciative, because you guys 100% keeps me going at times where I'm just like, I don't even want to do this no more. You guys definitely keep me going.
Keep at it, girl.
I will for people like you and the rest of the subscribers and commenters. I'm telling you right now, you guys are the reason why I keep doing it as things stand. So yeah, I'll keep doing it. So back to what you were saying. Let me bring that up on screen actually, just so people can be reminded, because they're probably wondering. It's probably past their memory. It's so easy to forget things these days. So basically, guys, what the caller is talking about is the Cup of Nations. Remember, guys, we were down under some months back in February, the early stages of this year, and how things pan
Yes.
out. I'll read out the result for you guys. Unfortunately, we were tucked away 3 goals to the good at the hands of Spain. Czech Republic defeated us 3-2, and the match that the caller is referring to is the Australia game, where we unfortunately lost 3-0. Another team that I want to throw in there, because it's funny enough that the caller touched on this. I was going to bring this up in my points of in terms of issues in the team, is the South Korea game, which took place in the latter stages of last year. They beat us by 1 goal to the good. So I'm going to leave the scoreline in on the screen in front of us. And basically, to answer the caller's question, it's something that I've been asking myself. So just to summarize that all, clearly there's an issue there where us getting the favorable outcome where Asian and European teams are concerned. That's 4 games and 10 goals
Okay.
fly past us, and it could come down to a lot of things. I mean, the South Korea game probably left a bit of sour taste in our mouth, because as you guys are all aware, we didn't have a international window for October. So at that moment in time, we should have had at least 2 games. So for me, you're 2 less games prepared for the World Cup. 2 less game prepared than the likes of
Okay.
Canada, Brazil, and France. So when we went and we lost 1-0 to South Korea, it was hardly a surprise, because you can probably put that down to being underprepared, a little bit rusty. The team is probably a little bit frustrated with the team around the team and the federation, all that irrelevant noise. But clearly, like I said, I'm glad that the caller touched on this one. Us losing 3-0 against Australia there in the Cup of Nations. That's something that we need to address, how we approach playing against these Asian and European teams, because the odds, unfortunately, guys, is stacked against us. And we need to correct that, and hopefully we can start by making some proper forward adjustments with our game against France, and just start to turn things around, because it makes for a bit of an ugly reading. I can sit here and go a little bit deeper, but I'm trying to stay positive. Maybe when things conclude at the end of the Women's World Cup, I might share some further thoughts on where I think we're at as a team and what I think we need to do to elevate ourselves forward. But I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, Carla, but I hope it does.
It does. It does. But you know what? I want to give the girls their props as well, because we made it to the World Cup first in the Caribbean, and then they've made it twice. So I still have to give them their props, and I'm all into our national teams, our treasures. And so even if they don't do so well, I like to tell my fellow supporters, just love them. We're a very small nation, and to make it to these competitions is just a very big deal in and of itself. So, you know, for me, and I think we have the best forward in the world anyway. So I'm just so I would just want to say all the best. Thank you so much. And you know,
big up
you're kind of lighting up like Ryan's program tonight, because you're so beautiful. So I'm glad you bring her here, sir.
Big up yourself. I've got to take the next one. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Coach, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, sir.
The man himself that know the Reggae Girls. I'm doing good, you know. I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm just here supporting the Reggae Girls. I have a girl named Crystal Davis. I don't know if you know her. She's my guest here. She's from all the way in England. So good evening, Coach Andrew Price. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
Yes, coach. Coach, how do you feel about the girl going into another World Cup? You know, you're a part of the first World Cup as one of the coach. When you look back at that last World Cup to this current team, what would you say change with this team? You have 11 girls that play a part in the first World Cup. What are the changes you think the coach make? Do we have a chance to come out of this group?
Yeah, I'm quite optimistic that we'll do well in the group. It's a tough draw though. Just like in the first time that we qualified for the World Cup, it was a tough draw where we drew teams like Italy, Australia, and Brazil. Again, another tough group. We have Brazil, perennial champions, and France, also another top 10 team. And of course, Panama, which has always been our bogey team, both for male and female. So it's a difficult group, and I would consider the group of death. But I believe that we can be very competitive against these teams. As, you know, having 11 players from the previous squad here, I think we are 4 years older, 4 years wiser, and 4 years more experienced. A lot of the players who went to the 2019 World Cup were basically college players, and a lot of them weren't playing professional football yet. Now, the entire squad, except for the youngsters that are in the squad, all play professional football in Europe and in the United States. So we have a lot of seasoned professionals on the team, and I believe that experience will do the team a wealth of good.
Okay, fair enough. But coach, look at this France team coming into this tournament, right? The last 11 game they have been conceding goals, late goals. They have a lot of injuries coming to this tournament. I am saying, I think we need to be a little bit more brave. Yes, we are respect opponents, but we need to be compact, defensive, attack other team and defend other team. Do you think we can score 2 past this France team?
Well, you know what? If you look at the France defensive unit, they have been very porous over the last couple of games. They have been conceding a lot of goals, though they are led by their captain, Wenderenard. I think that the dislocation that they had in March, where they had to change coaches after a lot of the players rejected the current coach, very similar to what happened to Jamaica. I think that they have not come up with a right combination in their defensive unit. And with our athleticism and our speed, especially on the flanks, people like Trudy Carter and Jody Brown, we should really exploit the channels down the flanks against this French team, and we can really get balls into our tallest person, which is Khadija Bonisha, who, as you know, with 56 goals, is the all-time leading goal scorer for Jamaica of any sex. So we need to play a lot of balls forward and use the strength that we have, which is the speed on the flanks, and of course getting the ball into Khadija Bonisha.
Most definitely, coach, man. I really do appreciate you giving your insight and stuff. But coach, what would you say with this Jamaican team? What we need to do right to get a result against a France team? We see 80 play against England. 80 show that they have quality, and they go up against a big team, England, and lost by 1-0. That game, they were very, very close. I'm expecting something like this against this.
Definitely, what we have to do is manage the game properly. One of the things we have to do, we have to be very compact in defense, and when we can counter press with speed, then we should use it and use the speed that we have in our arsenal to really damage the defensive unit of France. But we have to play without fear tomorrow. It's a type of game where we must take our chances when we get them, and I believe because of the weakness and the unsurety of the French national defense, we can exploit them. So we have to play brave.
So, coach, or game management, how do you think coach should approach this game with this France team? How do you think he should approach it?
Well, it's going to be a chess match, you know. What you have to do is play the game in quarters, you know. Ensure that France doesn't score first. In the first 15 minutes, you manage a game, see what they are doing, see the weaknesses, and then you exploit the weaknesses. The longer France don't score, as we saw in the England-Haiti game, is the more the France team will get frustrated and we will gain more confidence and we can exploit them by getting behind their defensive unit. So it's very important that we play a good defensive game in the early part of the game so that we can build that confidence. And when we get the opportunities, we must counter press them and use the speed on the flanks to our advantage.
Most definitely. I'm going to turn it over to my second co-host. Crystal, are you have anything to ask Coach Andrew Price?
I think he's summed up all the relevant questions, to be honest with you, in terms of how he sees the game panning out, the issues within our squad, and also the issues within the France squad as well.
Okay, fair enough. Coach, you have any score prediction going into this one?
To be honest, I think maybe a single goal could determine this game. As open as the game can get, I believe both teams are going to be very circumspect. Nobody wants to lose their first game, so it's not going to be an open affair. And it's the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is that's going to win the game. And hopefully, for me, it should be Jamaica.
Fair enough. But Coach, one of the things that before you leave, I want to quick to point out how important we need to get it right in that midfield. Because I always believe that Bonisha come too deep sometime, and whenever she receive the ball, she need to be chief forward player to score. I think I want to see her on the last defender where she can use her strength and have her power. That's her strength around the 18-yard box. So she have to be 2, she have to be 3. How important that midfield have to be spot on tomorrow for us to get something. To get Bonisha.
It's definitely going to be.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be a very important part of our game. But I think with the experience of people like Drew Spence and Vian, I think that, we have a good central midfield, and Atlanta Primus is very explosive, very skillful. She can get the balls, and she's the one we hope will supply the balls to Khadija Shaw. Atlanta has been having a very good spell with the Jamaica senior team. Very robust in midfield, despite that she's very skillful. And Drew Spence will be pulling the strings, She is the galvanizer in that midfield. So once our midfield is on point, I believe that we will be able to relay balls to Shaw. And of course, if Shaw gets a sight out goal, she's going to score.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, man, to take up the opportunity, to call into the program. I really do appreciate it. And you give the girls them strength because they deserve it, So.
Yeah, man, I just encourage everybody to get up early tomorrow morning and support the Jamaica women's team.
Yeah, people, when you hear that, Coach said I need to get up, including myself. I need to get up and make sure that I be available for this game. All right, so Coach, thanks, man. Really appreciate it and stuff. Big up yourself, Coach. Nothing but love and respect. What good.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. All right. So yes, people, that's one of our guests. You know what I mean? So I want the people to get up and to come and watch the game tomorrow. So people, when you know the thing of people, and Ryan or Crystal Davis, at any given time, you can get a guest pass through. Andrew Price, we're part of the coaching staff for the last World Cup. Unfortunate, things change, whole heap of things change. So, still wishing the girls all the best. Crystal, where we go from here? Andrew Price said a lot. You have anything you want to add?
Yeah, probably as the calls come through. I don't know if you're getting any more phone calls, but yeah, take the calls as they come. And yeah, I'll just add my input where needs be.
Most definitely. So let's call back a couple persons with a call me. So let's give them the call back. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
As I mistake, when I press out your number, when they call it one night on the show, but me never did get through.
Okay.
So, I save the number for calling when I'm still have calling, you see me?
Okay.
So, no respect and love.
All right, no respect, man. Big up yourself, Carla. All right. People, call in. People, all of the people them would have call in, man. Call into the show. Well, all of the so much call there. Why don't I show the girls them support? When you come from underneath in the bed, man. Call into the program, man. What I'm gonna know? Support the girls them. Call in. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Underneath in the bed, man. Call into the program. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Ryan. Good evening. What's up? What's up?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. From Trinidad again. You know, yeah, man, same way. Ryan, my question is, I really want to find. I wanted you and the young ladies' opinion on the game tomorrow. How do you think we will feature against the likes of France? Because of late, the French women league seem to be on the best in the world right now, and they have a lot of quality players. How do you think we will fare against the French? Do you think that we have? I mean, we have the players, but most of them play in the French league, and our players play in different spaces, and then they come together. I guess they have been together for a while, but how do you think we will favor against this French side?
I think this French team that I know Bonisha very well play in France a couple seasons ago, so I think they will definitely know Bonisha how she play. But honestly, Carla, France is a good team, and I'm going to give them respect. But looking at France last 11 game they conceded, I think we just need to be a little bit more brave. I think we need to come with our A game. If we can stop the France team from scoring the first 45 minutes, I think as the game go by, the Jamaican team will get stronger and stronger and better and get a lot of confidence from that. But I think it's going to be very interesting inside the midfield, because you know most football game win from the
won and lost in the midfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I always have an issue with the men's team and the women's team when they come on to midfield. They don't have that dominant presence inside the midfield, and then playing against a France team that can hold the football, move the football quick enough. I think I am really looking forward to see how we match up inside that midfield. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough, but we have to be very physical with this team, right? Very physical. Stop them from get the square from coming inside the box. That's one of the things that I realized with the men's and the women's team. Like, we concede a lot of goal from not set play, but that diagonal ball, that 1-2 play from outside the midfield, and then play outside and wing, and they whip it in, but we sleep on that. I think we have a very good goalkeeper. I think if our goalkeeper can come up big, Spence, if she can come up and rise to the occasion, like she did against Mexico in the World Cup qualifier, I think we have a good chance. Bonisha after on our A game, Jody Brown, Trudy Carter, the speed, the skillful of this team. I would love to see the coach give Tiffany Cameron, is one of my favorite Reggae Girls play on this team. I would love to see she gets some a little bit more minute, because she a player that very tricky, can use her both feet. I think I need to see Tiffany Cameron a little bit more on this Reggae Girls team going forward. But I think we have a good chance. We see 80 play against England, and it was a very small margin. So I'm expecting the same with this game.
Yeah. My sentiments exactly, but as I said, the same thing as you know articulated. I have an issue with the midfield, because when you watch Bunny Shaw play for Man City, Lauren Hem, you see this Hem girl and the other winger that plays for Man City. That trio is one of the reasons why Bunny Shaw was able to score so many goals for Man City. We don't have a player like Lauren Hem on that flank. And that flank plays is a dangerous play, especially for Bunny Shaw, strength and height. We need to get some players to complement her, because Bunny is stronger than most of those players that I see she play against. Even the French player, equally as strong. But where is the ball gonna come from to feed Bunny Shaw? That's my issue.
Okay, fair enough. Crystal, what you saying? You have anything to add?
I think if we're just looking at the game and just focusing on midfield, then you might as well just give them the points, because like I said to you before, it's a case of, if you want to get something out of this match, dare I say, win the game, you have to play together, you have to play as a unit, you have to attack together, you have to defend together. There's no point sending all our focus on midfield, because just like us, France have their own midfield fragility as well. Fortunately for them, they are good on the wing, and they are also obviously good centrally as well. So that's what I'm saying. It's no point us just simply focusing on what's going on in midfield, because you leave yourself at the possibility of being exploited on the flanks, which they will no doubt make good use of, and they're also pretty tidy in tight spaces as well. So again, I think for us, it's about being organized, playing with purpose, and just looking at the obvious. And the obvious is that French backline is, like I said to you before earlier on in the stream, they are no doubt there for the taking. I'm not saying that we're going to go there and rock the boat and completely rip them apart, but if you apply enough pressure, like what the likes of Colombia have done, for example, and even Republic of Ireland, irrespective of the fact that France beat them some days ago, irrespective of that scoreline, they were working that defensive fragility that France has on display. The only concern that I had with Republic of Ireland, by the way, they made their debut, is the fact that although they were able to get in and behind the defensive line of France, they just lack that clinical ability. So I'm hoping that yes, Jamaica can identify one of France's biggest weakness, which again I think is their defensive fragility. Apply pressure, but there's no good in applying pressure if you're not going to be utilizing your clinical ability. So hopefully they can just make sense and combine the two.
Okay, fair enough. Carla, score prediction or anything you want to add to what Crystal just said?
Well, from a footballing standpoint, I'm going to have to give France a 2-1, but as a Jamaican, I'm looking for a 1-0 for Jamaica.
Okay, fair enough. Enough respect, Carla. Enough blessing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Right, better.
Yeah, man. Crystal, tell me when you're ready to run, People, come on, people. We have Crystal link down in the comment section. Pin down in the comment section. People, subscribe to the show, people. Subscribe to Crystal, people. We want to get her to 4,000 subscribers. So all of the people them on Ryan LFC right now having subscribed to Tallawah TV. Subscribe to Tallawah TV, all right? Come on, people. The link pinned in the comment section. Click on that link and subscribe to Tallawah. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live and here with Ryan LFC.
Big up yourself, Ryan. Where you going with?
They here now. They here talk about the Reggae Girl. What said you about the Reggae Girls game?
Why? 2 World Cup, 2 tough group. That's all I can say now. But I have confidence in a girl, Me here, big up Tiffany. Tiffany a good player. But you know, say I'm a general, as a Man City fan and thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see the last World Cup, the only goal that we get from the girls, them, Ryan. You know, you're a football man and thing. I went bunny shot, dropping at the midfield and string one pass. I don't remember the girl that was scored, but I would have loved to see, I don't know how strong our midfield is, honestly, but I want Bunny play the number 9. I want Bunny score more. She crack some from outside of the box. She promised me that she's going to do that. So I hope she cracks some from outside the box and thing. And I would love to, how Jody Brown stay. Any word on Jody Brown? She had training thing?
Yeah, she run training by herself the other day. So I don't know if she's going to be fit to play the game.
Gotcha, God. All right, and Crystal, big up yourself as well,
Good evening.
And also, yes, good evening, Chrissy. I don't know, but there's something about Jody Brown and Bunny. Many of you see it in a Ryan, but when time I play, especially in the qualifier and thing, there's something special. I know who are the general to some people not get the respect what she do. The Carter girl there.
Oh, the Carter. Yeah. Trudy Carter.
Yeah. Trudy Carter. A killer,
Yeah, good look player.
But no, honestly, Ryan, you know, boy, it a rock and a hard place, you know. Trust me, more Jamaica when I wake up tomorrow 5 o'clock, I watch them, but Ryan, John was star. I don't know how far we go. I don't know. But I love to them upset the France team, but the France team is a killer team, Ryan. When you say how your faith stay.
Yeah, my faith, you know, bro. I never pick against my team, you know. 2-1, I pick, you know. Anything about me, you know, but I think I have that guts if put it my team to lose going into a game. You know?
Yeah. What Reggae Girlz not true, and even a draw would I appreciate that one love. I say 2-1, that not bad, but let's say them go on in the general.
Alright, big up
yourself. Big up yourself, now go and listen and thing.
Alright, look at it. Alright. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. And good evening, Crystal.
Good evening.
Carla, we have to talk like, what in the show? Dirt? What, dopey son you?
Yo, why that's a big thing you're going with, you know, but, yeah, man.
Come from underneath the dead, man.
You not hear me?
Yeah, but speak up a little bit more, man.
Alright, well, you know what I'm saying? It's from people that talk about the president, Tiffany Cameron. But the apple calling from the mention her name. My hope say she get the starting nod at the right back position tonight, and hopefully can give us a goal from that position.
So you want to play right back?
Huh?
You want to play right back?
Yeah, man. She good. She can play good right back PS at right back PS. Okay. She did it in a we are called the liquid tournament, the Nations Cup, or whatever the liquid tournament they call. Yeah, man. She did do good, man. And I think Jamaica go win at least 1-0, 2-1, something like that.
2-1.
Yeah, man. 2-1 or 1-0.
Okay.
Alright. And big up yourself again, Crystal.
Big up yourself, Malik.
Malik. Oh, you Malik. Oh my God, bro. Like, bro, you need to get some, you know, you hear them saying in Jamaica, you know, eat some white rice and callaloo. You know what I mean? It's like,
no, man, you can't eat white rice, man. You can't eat them things.
Why? Eat white rice, car. You know, say that a dopey food, car. Dopey look like it's sunny. Yeah, vice, brother. I'm just kidding. Malik, big up yourself. You know, say banter.
Yeah, man,
banter.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, brother. It's just banter. Don't feel away. Alright. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, man. Him there in the group, you know. Him there in the Reggae Boys group, man. All the time. Yeah, man. Him there in the group. You know me? Him there in the group with the whole away and thing, brethren. Don't see it on ESPN. Oh, go on. People, smash the like button, you know, man. People, Tallawah link down in the comment section, people. Let's get out to 4,000 people. All right. Rico Dan, call into the program, brother. Call in, brother, and come support the girl, then, brother. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show, live and here with Ryan LFC.
Greetings, Ryan.
Greetings.
Big up yourself and big up your co-host. You know, bless up. Yeah, well, I look forward, you know. I look forward and with great anticipation. Yeah. And as you said, still, you know, Jamaica seems to have a midfield problem. When we don't talk about the girls, I want to talk to you about a midfield issue, the Reggae Boys team. Anyway, with the girls them now. You see that big power they will have. Yeah, it would be nice to see her use her size. Because if she use her size effectively, they can't hold her, you know. They can't hold her. You know, and I see the VAR so far in this World Cup here, I play a major role, giving a lot of penalty. Yeah. So one of the things I want the defender them Washington and the other defender them name them all them composure because a lot of penalty. I see a lot of penalty being given, you know, through the VAR thing. You know, so as we say again,
We not, I just say, we not have a bet against my side, no day, no, we not bet against the side, no day. So, we are give Jamaica 2-1, We are give Jamaica 2, and we are give France 1. We do, especially if France don't score in the first half.
Yeah.
If France don't score in the first half, So, we are saying more power, and we are looking. Yeah, we are carried, and we are carried with the confidence. And we see the confidence of building of them. We see the confidence of building of them. And we see them play a couple matches without Bunny Shaw, We see them play a couple matches without Bunny Shaw, and we see them do good. That little daughter the name Jody Brown, me I tell you is a little choice. I'm a general, I'm a general, yeah. What are the boss? You're going to share the boss. But this is like a Jody Brown there. Yeah. We are looking for something special from her out of this World Cup.
Alright.
Yeah, because we don't see where Money Shaw deliver. So we are looking for something special from that little Jody Brown there. So big up yourself and big up all of your people who are tuning in and big up your co-host. So
big up yourself.
We are looking to see Jamaica do something special in this World Cup, Them girls there, with the first World Cup where them going and coming in again, I think them supposed to have a confidence in them. So we are looking to see them do something special. You understand? Right. So big up yourself and we can look forward. We say 5 o'clock. I'm going to set the thing for your alarm because I can't miss it.
All right.
Love my money. Right. So big up everyone, Blessed love.
Yeah, man, blessed love, Rastafari. Yeah, people. What about the comment section? Yeah, laugh, Krista.
I managed to pull you from underneath your bed. That's why I'm laughing. Because you was playing stubborn. You're on mute. Yes, you, Mr. Jackson.
Me?
Yes, you. You same one.
Come on, Krista, man. I come from underneath the bed long time. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Yeah, Ryan.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening. Big up Tallawah. Go on, Tallawah. Yeah, good.
Good evening. How are you?
Today I'm just in the hospital come get my third baby, and I listen to this program.
Oh, bless you. Congrats.
Thank you, man. Respect.
Oh, is it boy or girl?
A girl.
Oh my God, a girl in a World Cup, yeah. Oh, bless you. Well, I hope that she's healthy and I pray that she lives a happy, healthy, and successful life.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate all the good words, kind words.
Make sure you don't leave off the Ryan Isha, yeah? Make sure you get that nickname. Ryan Isha.
She get her name already, but her name Ocean.
What's your name?
Ocean.
Ocean.
Oh, bless her. That's cute.
Blessing. So, Ocean, welcome to the world, all right? Go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, may I say, you see, once we play some positive football, brother, and I sit back and they try to defend. We not nothing for losing, brother. So, you better we go out there, go play an impressive game and they try to build something than sit back and they invite in pressure and not building anything. You see, 80 this morning, brother. You see, 80 play this morning, 80 now have nothing to shame about them game this morning,
Yeah.
You see me? If I got to lose, that's how I want to lose, bro.
True.
You understand me?
Yeah.
If I have to lose, that's how I want to lose. I feel proud after I know I say, yo, we did the best, We don't want to say, yo, we could have do this and we could have do that, and you understand?
Yeah.
And from me, I watch the team. Jody, a good baller, and we love her, and our future star. But right now, we like she half far from the last couple of games, them, isn't it? Yeah, like she had got you a buzz a little face right now, isn't it? Where you see the little girl, Cameron Simmons, isn't it? The little young girl, the brother. Make me watch her. Her technical ability is super, brother. She not lose the ball. She not pass the ball. The opponent like them thing that she well master the thing, isn't it? and Kiki Van Zanten is a good goal scorer to have up top. You see, if we play Bunny as a high midfielder right behind either Kiki or Simmons, we can get them problem. But you see, if we put Bunny as the main striker against some big team, Bunny now go get enough ball, and that's when we team go and break down, because we need Bunny to get a lot of ball time on the ball. You understand? So in a certain big team, Bobo, it gonna benefit us to drop back Bunny just a little bit more.
So you said drop back Bunny in the midfield, make she play top link.
Yes, brother. Because if she play top striker, she gonna get lost out of the game, because we now gonna have enough of the ball she get comfortable on the ball as we would have want her. So drop her a little bit back in the midfield, make she play a high midfield where she can come in the midfield and progress the ball, and then link up the player up front, then isolate her up front by herself. You understand what I say? So that is our game strategy. We have to come out and fight. We not have nothing to lose. We not have nothing to defend for. We just need to go at the people them to go play a good game of football. Isn't me? If we lose, we lose a good game fighting, and we not have nothing to be ashamed of. And we know say the girl them give them best. Let's go again. That's how it is. We not going everything. But when you lose and you don't give your all, like, you know, make no sense.
Take away something. I agree with you.
Yeah. So I just that made a call for sure, isn't it? So me kind of busy now. So
right. Look up again. Call boy. So like somebody will call in. What's your name?
Yep. I mean, I'm Marcus Gav. This man.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ, brother.
Oh my God, Marcus.
Nanny and Marvin Shamsha.
Yeah, man, Marcus Gavin, the general man.
Yeah, man, no.
Yeah, man, where's the rest of the gang?
Them in a earth team, we are circle life axis, you know, in a different vessels, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You need to pass on a message to Mr. Can you pass on a message to Mr. Bogle for me, please?
All right.
Tell him that if Andrew Holness don't name the highway in St. Thomas after him, tell him to mash it up. Okay?
All right. We're going to tell Paul Bogle, and Paul Bogle go put Andrew Holness on the kettle drum.
All right, then. Tell him say if that highway don't name after him, tell him to just mash it up completely.
Not when nobody drive pan it though.
No. Safety first. Just do what you need to do, basically.
Okay.
Respect and follow the name, you know.
Yeah. Big up yourself, brother. I have to go store your name, brother. I have to go store your name in our phone, brother.
It's so lovely to put a voice to his name. Oh, bless him.
Yeah. Always down in the comment section, man.
Oh, that's nice. That is sweet.
Yeah. Always.
Marcus and the gang.
Yeah. Marcus Garvey. What's their name, Rich? Yeah. Crystal. Yeah, big up to all of the people them. No people, man, it's all about banter, people. The school no man, people. We have to have fun in the people. We cannot make life too serious, man. We need to have fun. Big up to Rap Spit down in the comment section. Fresh God. Rico Dan. Big up yourself, brother. Big up Rico Dan. Big up to Fresh God. Big up to Scott. Big up to all of the people them down in the comment section. All of the people them over on Tallawah TV. Make sure that you smash the like button. See? Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. High energy tonight on the Reggae Girls. You know, I was getting a lot of missed call too, so let's call back some of the people then before we get into the ding dong back. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Good night, sir.
Good night,
Ryan. I'm Philip this.
Philip, what go on?
Hello, Crystal. How are you? Then okay, night. How was your day?
Good. How was yours?
Well, it wasn't bad. It was a busy one, but okay, anyway.
Still on the graveyard shift.
About tomorrow. I will always be on the graveyard shift for now.
I know.
Me like the
Yeah,
graveyard shift, brother. Been there and done that, brother. Not a nice feelings, man.
Most people don't like it, but it depends. It depends, you know. Not all graveyard shift is really graveyard. Some put your graveyard, yes, but some more relaxing, so you must determine which one you can manage.
Brother, would it be relaxing? A graveyard, brother. Trust me, been that and me I tell you, mash up my body will complete, brother. Trust me. Me for tell you, sometimes I can't even sleep in the day, brother. Problem for go sleep, brother. me think me can't do that, brother. So anybody who do that, brother, me have to respect them and give them massive credit, brother. Cause that's not an easy shift, brother. Yeah, but
you know, you have a point, you know, me understand, because sometimes I feel it. But you know, when you have a aim and you have some goals that you have to get to, you just have to keep push yourself, you know?
yeah, that makes sense still. That makes sense. Yeah, man, that makes sense. But what you want to talk about, Philip?
Alright, but tomorrow game, finally, it's almost here. Very excited. I'm not going to pick against my country. I know France is highly ranked up there in the FIFA ranking, but ranking doesn't mean anything sometimes. Currently, you know, football have changed. There are a lot of upset. People come out on the day and perform above expectations. So I'm excited about what the girls have in store for us tomorrow. And I just want them to go there and just get it running from day one. Don't respect your opponent, because when you respect your opponent, they tend to dismantle you. So go out there, attack and push them to the very limit and come out with the victory. That's all we need from them.
Yeah, go for it. Attack.
Yeah, sometimes attack is the best defense. I think you probably heard that already, but because we keep on attacking we probably break down them faster and they start to lose confidence and make mistake and so on. But and then again you might attack back and it fail too, so you get chance to counter. So there are a lot of possibilities when you do attack. I can tell you because I'm a City supporter, and so I know.
Yeah. Crystal get beat today. Man, you beat Arsenal Nations.
First, stick a pin in it. First of all, this is the Reggae Girl show.
Be the team that.
Why no? Ryan, why are you so obsessed with Arsenal? As a Liverpool supporter, you shouldn't even be talking about Manchester United, especially when they win. So what type of fraud behavior is that?
No, you get beaten.
That's how I know you worry about Arsenal enough, because your biggest rival beat Arsenal, and look how you big them up.
Them are not my rival, man.
You're a fraud, Ryan. You can't believe you're Liverpool. You think I would ever talk about Spurs like that?
Say you get beaten.
You're not a real Liverpool supporter. I can't believe that. You shock me.
Well,
you shock me, Ryan.
The good thing about it, we have Premier League coming up. I hope, you know, who's going to have the last laugh. We don't know yet, so let's see.
And I know, I don't even know if some people are playing.
So what happened when Arsenal beat Liverpool? What are you going to say, Ryan, when Arsenal beat in the Premier League and so?
Which part?
You think it can't happen? It can happen, you know.
It might not happen, you know, Philip, because I don't even think they're in Europe this season, so they can put their feet up. So they'll be well energized when they meet Arsenal.
Brother, Arsenal are combo 50 season.
That's true, huh?
Arsenal are combo.
They have loads of time on their hands this season, so who knows? They're good.
Yeah, I just remember you don't have Champions League.
Yeah, just one game per week for them this year, so they're good. Isn't it, Ryan?
Listen.
I wouldn't surprise if you win the league.
Liverpool for life, brother. Arsenal now win no league, brother. Don't bother go there. Just start with the please.
Ryan, Mr. Ryan Jackson.
I'm not saying it. You see, I'm not saying you're gonna win. You know.
You know, so
Ryan.
No, me not hold on, Crystal. Here you are coming to win Premier League. Last year you get the Premier League and win.
Ryan Jackson, one time in your life, you've been alive for almost 30 years. One time you ever see a team win the Premier League, and that wasn't even Premier League. That was the Pandemic League. So I'm not taking no disrespect from you when it comes to the Premier League. Champions League are your thing, but don't bad me up when it comes to Premier League. One golden trophy. Stay in your lane with that. And Loma team. Not
The team
taking it from you,
the team
Ryan.
get league win last year and they do it. So when now which year
But
go?
what you did the year before? Well, Liverpool did the year before. Shame on you. You come second the year before. You're supposed to win it the season after that. And when I look on the table, I have to squint my eye to find Liverpool. Where was Liverpool? Shame on you guys. You didn't even give City a run for their money.
All right. Anything else?
Well,
it's good thing we have Arsenal because
and finish above you.
and it's good thing we have Arsenal pushing us because it would be a walkover.
The two teams
now we have to find Liverpool, you know?
Man United and Arsenal are finished. One have finished fifth and one have finished sixth.
Why you keep mentioning Manu? It seems like a two-sided support, Ryan. Ryan, I Liverpool are your side or Manu because you keep mentioning Manu.
No, because you play Champions League football, brother. You just go there to make up number, brother.
No, but stick to Liverpool if you say Liverpool, stick to Liverpool. Stop mentioning Manu. That is just my opinion.
200 now with nothing, brother. 200 now with nothing, brother.
A good thing is season don't start yet, so let's see. I'm not worried about the midfield, you know, because even though our midfield is not as good as other teams, and still we have enough quality to make passes or make some good through passes to Bonisha. And I know that once Bonisha get the chance to score, she will score because she knows that because if you watch back our games, we created some chances, but I guess probably it was because of our first, we probably were nervous and so on, why they missed a couple chances. Because if you watch those games, we were totally dominated by the Italy, the Brazil, and I don't remember the other team. I think it was Austria, right?
Mm.
But I think this season, this World Cup, we are going to improve a lot. And we're going to surprise a lot of persons. Just like 80, which many people underestimated. It was a good result today.
Yeah, it was a good result. Can't take that away from 80.
Yeah, but I think, they're going to surprise a lot of people. People are not watching 80.
Mm.
And we should, you think, Ryan, when I said you would be concerned with what 80 is doing, because remember, in CONCACAF, there's four spot up for grab. If 80 is improving, and I know we will always be there, but the competition will be more, which is good for CONCACAF, but at the same time, we should be careful and don't get complacent because they could tip us one. Understand?
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from, because 80 are build them thing, Them players are playing a French in a French league, so they will get better.
Of course, and you see that they are getting better. But people probably doubt that they would have finished may not made it because of the playoff and the team that they play against. But if you notice, they went through the playoff easy. They win they win all their games. And they win they win very good too. So they are improving, and we should be on our best at all times because any slip up, it is going to eat our food. There is any more food as Jamaican people, that's it.
All right, sir.
And we don't want that. We want the Reggae Girlz to continue make it to every World Cup. Let it be a habit. We don't want that. Let it be a habit. I want to know that every World Cup we can watch the Reggae Girlz and cheer for them and buy your Jamaican flag instead of buying the Argentina or the Brazil that we support.
Makes sense, Carl. Enough respect. Big up yourself, Philip.
Continue discussion about
big up yourself.
One more question. For the game, will it be a joint like tonight, or you both will be separate?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Crystal are gonna run things, man.
You see how he's trying to get off doing a live stream, people?
Crystal are gonna do your thing.
So, oh, it's a separate stream, all right.
No, man. She there, man. She there. Crystal are gonna run.
What you should be asking him is, where will he be, Philip? That's what you should be asking him.
Well, the thing is, I want to know because I'm going to be up for the game and I don't want to miss it. I'll probably join as panelist as well. So
yeah, man. So Crystal, we send the link, Philip. Peace, smile. Show over there, smile. You know.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Look later. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yes, Crystal. People, smash the like button, people. Like up the video. All of the people them way. On Ryan LFC, make sure you subscribe. The link pin in the comment section. People, I'm getting a call. I'm calling back the person. I don't know if that person want me to talk to them off ear or on ear. I don't know if them know.
Mute it just in case he wants to make it private.
Yeah. I got call, but I get some car. Tennessee, good evening. Welcome to the show. Yeah, book team. They all look for you, man. I buy a bag of ball and still can't win the Premier League.
Yeah, man, Arsenal, a good team, man. You know, to me and Crystal support Arsenal already.
Make him go on Tennessee.
Tennessee, I support the wrong team, brother.
Because him support Liverpool?
Yeah, I support the wrong team, brother. You know want to win?
No, man, I support Arsenal from your youth. Even though sometimes they don't play good, but you know.
Brother, you can't support two teams when I win, brother. Jamaica now win, Arsenal are idiot. Come on, bro. Double idiot that, no, brother.
Jamaica, remember, Jamaica, me come from, so me have to support Jamaica, win or lose.
Yeah, but you have to drop Arsenal, bro. Why you want to Liverpool?
Arsenal, man. Remember when Arsenal win the Premier League back-to-back in a way?
Long time thing you talk about, brother. Decade.
It don't matter, but me still see it.
Alright, sir. Go ahead, Tennessee.
Yeah, man. But the game tomorrow, and thing, we just hope to Jamaica can, because I think in our both the male team and the female team, we have a little midfield problem most times. So we just hope, because you see, France is a team who will play fast and they move the ball fast. So I think Jamaica have a little problem with them kind of team there. We just hope, I'm just sorry to never England Jamaica play because I think they would have. Well, we don't say them then I'm going to do a good job against France still because I hope they can hold them off and thing. But kind of afraid that France told them play ball because them play ball similar to 80 play, but them play more compact and them more confident. So we just hope say Jamaica can hold them off and we can get something out like if I have a draw. You understand? But Jamaica have to go play a compact game. You understand? Because France have some dangerous play upon the wing. We just glad say the girl who will play for PSG. I forgot her name. She not play night tournament. But we just hope say Jamaica can get something out of that game because he put on a good performance this morning. So want Jamaica come out and put on a good performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but France is a good team. France is a really good team. But we just hope that Jamaica can come out and and hold them off and we can get at least a draw out of that game. You understand? But cause to how me see France play, I think France play a similar way to because they move the ball fast. And they have done dangerous winger. So me just hope say maybe Bunny Shaw them can score a goal and we can, and we can hold them off and get at least a draw that game.
Fair enough.
But me kind of fear for that game that tomorrow though. Me not tell you like. You understand?
Yeah.
Me kind of have a fear about that game though because France is a good team. You understand? And then physical just the same as Jamaica. So we just hope that we can do something in the game. I think can take some inspiration from 80 because 80 play good against England this morning.
Yeah.
You understand? Everybody been think, because even me think England would have trashed them. So if 80 can come out and put on that kind of performance against England, and Jamaica is a more experienced team coming back to this as the second a World Cup. So most of the players them playing a World Cup already. You understand? But we have to go pass the ball good and try to do something in the game because I feel like France will score. But we feel like if Jamaica can hold the game hold them out as long as possible, I feel like we can get a draw tag.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you understand? Some just hope for the best and thing. We did it last time when Jamaica scored against Australia and Crystal has screamed out. I hope the Crystal we just hope the same thing can happen tomorrow again.
I don't think I'm doing any screaming this tournament, Tennessee. I'm gonna tone it down a bit, but yeah, I couldn't help myself. Yeah,
What?
that was crazy.
Mrs. Crystal, that was a good moment though. We just hope say we can at least come out that game with that chat though.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when you look on it, France is a very good team though. Although so many players missing. You understand? But you know, we just hope for best and hope that Jamaica take some inspiration from it and you know, and we can do something like it. Cause I think France maybe I want to about the top 4 team in the world. You understand?
Yeah.
And if it's 80 come out and put on a performance like that against England, me have look up still.
Yeah.
You understand? Because Jamaica is a more experienced team.
I agree.
Tennessee, let us see.
Where's the Ryan?
So let us see tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right, big up yourself.
Big up on yourself, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Take care, Tennessee.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yes, Ryan, the man that dopey son. That was a funny comment, man.
The man do what?
You just say, well, let the man talk like dopey son him. I work a long time in the year a comment like that, you know. Yeah, anyway, you're my key to the game now tomorrow now. You see the defense line, our defense. Oh, and the two swivel system in the defense. Because them understand each other. You get me? And then Blackwood, a left back, and what is that girl name now? A right back. What's your name again? She's kind of light skin. But anyway, the protection of the four defenders is also very important. Samson, what's your name? Vian Samson. And she play the defensive because she can break up the attack them. You see me? And she can also start the play, right? That girl is come from Paper Hearts, I think from in Scotland. Yeah, that girl there. Right. So you see if it line up like that, then I think we can hold them off. Once we can hold them off and even hold them off for the first 35-40 minutes, then we're gonna start panic. And once we start turning it on from the flanks, things can happen. Because the key that you see Simmons, if we start Simmons tomorrow, that girl there, she full of skills, she play for Tennessee. And we see against the Czech Republic, that girl there have it. She had the future. Cameron Simmons. She, Jody Brown, trust me, when I play the youngsters, because if speed kills. A speed I go differentiate between we and the French them tomorrow, you know. The speed on the flank. You know what I'm saying? Jody Brown, on one on the flank, I see that girl named Washington, the little 17-year-old, on the left side. Trust me, with a player on the left side because she full of speed. So speed from the right, speed from the left, and then you have the battering ram up front in Bonnie Shaw, the battering ram. You get me? I say, and then you can put Cameron Simmons right behind her, but I put her right behind Bonnie Shaw to clean up any kind of mess or whatever a girl can clean up. So That's my little thing. And of course, Joe Spencer in the middle of the park. You see me? Joe Spencer in the middle of the park, actually the engine of the team. You understand me? And our experience and our guile, you understand, our ball sense to carry the team. It's that big girl where I play center for France, the tall one they were named Renard, she'll get no feet tomorrow, trust me. Because she'll get old. She good in the ear, you know. But you see on the ground, Bunny Shag will just lean on her. The weight of Bunny Shag will cause problems here. You get what I say? Just lean on her and just ease her off of the ball. But when it comes to the aerial play, you have to watch her when it comes to the corner kick that come over for the French them. You have to put the tall girl, one of the Samson, what's she name there? One of the center half, one of the sister them, the taller one.
The Swaby.
Yeah, when I see the tall Swaby sister, and maybe Bunny Sharp on a girl because she couldn't hear, you know. That's the thing what she have going for her. Corner kicks, you have to watch the French in from corner kicks and Renard leaving the center half and coming up. You see me? So those are my key for the game. Those are my key for the game. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Crystal. Much respect.
You too.
All right.
Big up yourself, Carla. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Mr. Ryan, LFC.
What are you doing?
One.
I'm here, man, with my big friend Crystal Davis.
No, man, not your big friend. You get that good. Your big friend. Or Queen Tallawah. What do you mean, your big friend?
This sounds like Mr. Wilkinson, but I don't think it is him.
You know, come on, Brian. Don't do that, man. This is Queen Tallawah. What do you mean, my big friend? You know,
Queen Tallawah.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the show, Queen Tallawah.
Of course, you know, and I'm King Charles. You know, understand?
I knew it.
we run things.
Yeah.
We run things. You know what I'm saying? I'm here there under the pressures of work. Since Ryan don't put me into the celebrity club in the Scarborough end of things, I have to just hold my little piece over Brampton and go on cool, you know. But him try slip out and come down to Jamaica, not knowing me the right behind him too. You understand? It's only that him go east and me go west. So I'm back in the capital of casual.
Oh, so you were in Jamaica at the same time with me?
Me come down and must have a day behind you.
Man.
King Charles.
Yeah. In my dearest.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
I know you got bones to take out of me, and this is why I'm staying in Jamaica, not coming anywhere in England.
I haven't seen you around lately. I've been concerned. I was like, where is he? Like, hope everything's
well, just like you in the same time as you, I went through some bereavement too. So
okay, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Okay. But it's all good. It's all good. While there's life, there's hope, you know. So that's what it is. But
cry when you need to. Don't let anyone stop you from crying.
Blessings every time. I came back in time to tune into the great Ryan and heard someone telling him about certain things. I had to raise them up, and tell him, no, we don't do the things, you know, because there's 3 people I'll defend on social media. 3 people. The Queen, of course, the only female. Yes, it's the only female. Ryan LFC and Simon. That I'll back you any day, anytime. And I make no apology. But anyway, let's focus on what's gonna happen to my francophones tomorrow. Yeah, or later on. You know, my francophones will be getting something to go home with too. They're gonna need some hot towels, some cold towels. I don't know. They're gonna need some sedatives and so on, because I am predicting it's gonna be a nil tomorrow. I don't know what the scoreline gonna be, but it's gonna be a nil, and it's not gonna be 0-0. It's not gonna be 0-0, and Jamaica gonna come out the winner. Believe me. you know, I have a gut feeling. Like you, Ryan, you don't want to tell them, but I'll tell them you're a nervous wreck right now. You don't like the bet when it comes to your team. I know Ryan won't say it, but I'll say it for him. Nervous. I can hear it all night long. He's nervous. He's making his prediction, but he's nervous. He's nervous, and he knows that. He's not gonna admit now, but he you know, it is true. He's nervous.
No, man.
Like you, I have
beat France, man. I tell you, I'm not nervous today. Nervous against the Mexico game. The Mexico game being nervous.
But I mean, we are calling another game later, but we never get through. You understand? But anyway, that's for another time. But I'm telling you straight up, I'm very, very optimistic. Right now, as I speak, I'm getting ready to do my second night at the Reggae Sumfest, you know. So, but of course, you know, I have to tune in first before I go to the ground. So I'm gonna take in Reggae Sumfest, and come 4:30, I have my little area there at Reggae Sumfest that I'm gonna go sit. I'm gonna watch the game from there. I'm not leaving Reggae Sumfest until the game is through. I don't care who is on. If it was even Bob Marley, them take up and put back on the stage, I wouldn't be getting from my little spot. I'd be watching the girl. I promise you that much. But you know, on a serious, not that what I was saying before was serious, but on a serious note, I love the combination of both of you. I don't know what happened throughout my absence, but I noticed I come back and see a combination thing going on. I don't know when Rima and Murad be merge. You know.
Oh my God!
Something is happening there, you know. So I'm watching keenly, and if you go beat who get a job my way, yes, but I'm watching keenly. That's not more. Just make a time, but I'm watching seriously.
You know what happened, King
What's
Charles?
it, Mr. Jackson? Yeah, talk to me, Chris.
I had to drag a certain Ryan LFC from underneath his bed. I had to call him today and just bad him up.
You reach far.
Yeah, I had to say,
You reach far.
you say you love the girls, but I'm only seeing content on the Reggae boys. You need to fix up and do something on the Reggae girls. And you can't deny it neither. You know, so
Just like how he can't. Just let me back you on that. Just like how he can't deny that Arsenal gonna beat his butt this year again. You understand? Just like how he can't deny it. Although him going around the corner talking about Manchester, you know, say previous concert. The minute he says whenever he says Liverpool, he punctuated with Manchester. And Manchester, me know that him supposed to know is the one that has Mandeville as a capital. So I don't know which Manchester I'm talking about. Anyway,
bless him.
Go and enjoy phone time, you know. You understand? Go and enjoy it. Go and enjoy it. I will be back. This season. Remember.
Just between me and you, the back thing them in a night. So what do you think still?
Yeah.
Ryan, big up yourself, my brother.
Yeah, really DJ, no man. You're full of lyrics, Bridget. When I like Bridget.
Big up yourself. Big up
What's
yourself,
the name
my
down in
brother.
the comment section, Carla?
Sir W1 to the bone, man. Every time.
Yeah.
Sir W1. Sir W1 to the bone.
Sir W1.
Sir W1.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Why am I always mix him up with DJ?
Well, let's put it this way, because when it comes to the microphone, I'm no phone. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. No, man, a DJ McCarley, man. A DJ McCarley, Beijing.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
A DJ McCarley, man.
Oh, because of the picture that you see with me around a turntable, like.
Yeah.
Well,
and then the icon picture on YouTube. Where your icon picture? DJ.
Yeah. No, it says Sir W1 up here.
No, man, you have a picture. Picture.
Yeah, I have a picture. I have a picture with an earphone on.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my broadcasting equipment, sir.
Yeah. I'm call it DJ, man.
I think it's because he works in the entertainment industry, Ryan.
Yeah. And the first time I speak to you.
I'm a broadcaster by profession, so I'm a broadcasting journalist for 46 years on the 17th of next month coming, sir. I'm no kid to this block.
Okay. Well done, man. Well done.
Crystal, love you like cooked food.
You too,
Talk to
King
you soon.
Paul.
All right,
I'm looking at the highway between Morant Bay and Rima, so watch it.
All right, sir. Big up yourself, Bridget.
Okay,
Up
take
yourself,
care.
man.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yes, people. Crystal.
That was a lovely call. I haven't heard from him in ages. I was worried. I was like, where is he? But yeah, I'm glad that he's alive and well.
10 missed call already. Yeah, say to me. DJ. Carla, come from underneath your bed, man. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Respect to your panel.
Good evening.
Jamaica girls, what I say you can win is my one love, you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I win as one love, we're good to go. And anytime the girl them come home, I walk there, they make the girl them feel good and comfortable because them deserve what them work for. You understand me?
Yeah.
Trust me. In the country over there, Ryan, you come from boys school and you know the difficulty. So I get to you go through and I get to girl go through. So sometimes them work for them honest bird, give them it. Give them it. One night I will say write down certain things and appreciate for you because I know you are going to depend on food. You understand? Because right now, them up there and them are going to play out them art. 2 World Cup qualify. Many thanks to the girl. Respect them, honor them. You understand me? And we are praying for the best.
Yeah.
Praying for the best.
Definitely praying for the best.
Have a good night to the panel and keep up the good work.
Yes.
And your sister, keep up the good work. So, yeah, baby. Good night.
Too.
All right. Bless up yourself, Bridget. All right. Let me see. Who else we need for call back? I think that's it. The person they were calling 9 times. All right, people. So I don't hear Rico Dan. Where is Rico Dan? Rico Dan, come from underneath your bed, brother. Where they? Rico Dan. Prince, come from underneath the bed, brother. Yeah, Crystal, see how well I'm for your score prediction. What's your score prediction for later?
I don't usually do score predictions. It's hard to do score predictions when our gaffer is unpredictable. How can I do a score prediction when I can't even tell you how he's going to line up? Really and truly, with all the chop and changes. If you've been following the Reggae Girls, then you can understand where I'm coming from. I've been reading the couple of the comments in the comment section with regards to how they think we're going to line up, but even I can't call it. I have no idea what he's going to do.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing, Crystal?
I was just about to say that it's probably it depends really. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. Good, because the opposition can't really put their finger on the pulse to say this is how they're going to line up. Perhaps not so good because we know that we are 100% unified off the field of play, but sometimes too much chopping and changing does the team no good in terms of trying to move as a unit. So I've been thinking about how we can line up. And for the last couple of months, the only area on the pitch that I guessed correctly in terms of who's going to the World Cup was the goalkeeper selection. Everything else, as apart from stating the obvious, so the likes of the core players, I was like, well, it's anyone's game. It's difficult to say. It was difficult for me to nail down the 23 player squad list again outside of the goalkeeper selection and the captain. Obviously Bunny's going to go, Jody Brown, those type of players, they're going, but the rest of the squad, it was just like it's anyone's game. And I'm still start here thinking, how on earth are we going to line up tomorrow? Maybe it's a case of the gaffer going with a balance of experience and youth. Maybe not too much heavy on the youth, because it is going to be a nervy occasion, no doubt. And we also have some debuts to look forward to. So yeah, it's interesting time for us. There's plenty to think about, couple positives, couple negatives there, here and there. But fortunately for us in this game, the negatives doesn't just sit in our half of the field. France have their own worries as well, and I'm sure they'll be looking at us and thinking, yeah, Jamaica on underdogs. That's definitely something that I think they'll be bearing in the back of their mind.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's good to know when, as a fan, you can pick a team, right? Only probably Man City in the Premier League where you don't know who they're going to start.
Yeah.
Because Pep Guardiola change it up a lot. But for Liverpool, for Arsenal, you can pick the team. I think that is good when you get close to the competition. The people that mean, I don't know why the coach always kind of switch up thing. I think
I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like, it's just you it's about building being familiar with your surrounding. So I should essentially, if you're used to the players that's playing to the left of you, to the right of you, to the back and to the front, you should be able to make a no look pass with ease, because you know that this player is going to run into that area, that space, because you're used to playing with them. But if it's a case of you're playing with a player that you've only played with maybe a handful of times, maybe one or two times, it all becomes unpredictable then, doesn't it? And I think in some sense it unintentionally slow down the game itself, because you're becoming more cautious that, okay, yes, this is my teammate, but you're not 100% certain on the runs that they'll make. And also, if you're looking at the defense as well, you're probably thinking, okay, so if this player is sprinting forward, you're probably unaware of that. And because of that, there's a void to fill, if that makes sense, because again, you're not used to each other. And we've seen that with our defense. Fullback is wide open and there's no one there to pass the ball to. But hopefully we won't see that at the World Cup, but who knows.
Anything is possible, Crystal. We are
Anything
playing. Yeah, because why we play the game? Reason why we play the game, because no one know the score, what will happen, right? And if you look at the World Cup so far, you see that, team that a lot of people expected to get blown didn't get blown. If
Football is played on the day at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yep. If 80 can show that they can challenge any other team, England, the British, why not expecting Jamaica can do the same thing against a big bad and good France team?
Anything is possible. There's been a couple surprises here and there. And yeah, like I said, maybe we can take some inspiration from that. But at the very same time, don't use it as your main motivation. It's good to be inspired by what you've seen Nigeria do, by what you saw Zambia did against Germany, by your Caribbean rivals and neighbors, Haiti. But let's just focus on our own game, because that defensive back line of France is definitely shaky. And it can be rocked. It's just that we have to go out there and do exactly that. Ask questions repeatedly until you break them down, because they can be broken. You know, they're not a brick wall. They're there to be broken. It's just down to us whether or not we want to go out there and do that.
People, Crystal Davis are 300 subscriber. 300 subscriber.
No idea what happened to okay. He's back, guys.
Yeah, my apology. People, Crystal Davis are 300 subscriber away to make it 4,000. I want all the person down in the comment section while haven't subscribed to Tallawah TV. Click on this link, people. This is a safe link. Click on it and give her a subscribe, people. Right? We say we love females. Show her some love. Yeah, show her some love, people. So all of the people I'm down in the comment section on my show haven't subscribed to Tallawah TV as yet. Share 300 subscriber away. The goal is to get her to 4,000 subscribers by the end of this World Cup. So make sure you guys hit the like button, people. Come on, people, hit the like button and subscribe. But yeah, people, I think this is a good one, you know, people. I don't know. 2 hours. Crystal said 30 minutes, 40 minutes. She don't really know time, you know. Understand? She don't
Is
really
that
know time.
my biggest subject? Clearly not, right? I knew it wasn't going to be 30 minutes. I don't even know why the hell I said that. I knew there's no way we're spending 30 minutes on a preview. I said it actually to make you comfortable, because I know you said that you're not really confident when it comes to talking about the girls. So I actually did it just to trick you to come on, just to make you feel comfortable and at ease.
Oh my God. Can't believe me for that shit there.
That was it. I was like, you've done it to me as well. So I was just like, yeah, if I tell him 30 minutes, and he's probably thinking that's easy, because when you talk 10 minutes.
Oh my God. I can't believe it cheat me. Trust
But
me.
it worked, because look how long we've been talking. I think you've been on brilliant. So
I want to tell you.
excuses to not talk about the girls now.
I want to tell you, save me. Right now, if I never go sleep, when they call me, I was so tired, man, when they call me. But on Saturday is the day when me ever get rest. And you call
I'm sorry for waking you up, because you did sound tired, but I was like, no, like if it was me that wasn't creating content on the guys, you would call me. So I was like, no, I'm not having this. I'm gonna call him.
Yeah. People, what I'm telling you about, the biggest weakness is me with woman, man. I don't know, man. That's my biggest weakness with woman. You know what I mean? They always try to trick me. Always. And it seems like me never learn from a mistake. But anyway, people, it was a good one, people. I don't know. I'm going to fool around my computer. I want to do something different for my next live stream. So I'm going to play with my computer until I get it. Yeah? So hopefully I can have it for the next show. Crystal, what's the last thing to say to the girls?
Wow. Just go out there and do yourselves proud, as you always do. Step up to the plate. History is there for the taking. We could see ourselves as a nation record our first ever World Cup victory. Record our first World Cup victory. And that would just be massive for Jamaica, not just women's football, but for men's football as well. So it's there for the girls to create further history. They're not shy from doing exactly that, in terms of creating history for themselves and for the black, gold, and green. So hopefully they can go out there and do it. And again, just to add emphasis to what I've said, France are there to be beaten. They are not pitch perfect, and I think France would admit that. Maybe not right now. Maybe in hindsight, at the end of the tournament, they might say, actually, no, we need to go back to the drawing board. But the evidence speaks for itself. All you have to do is look back at a couple of their fixtures leading up to match day one, which is now today. My time is what, 2:34 a.m. So they are there for the taken. Their unbeaten streak came to an end, perhaps for us, in the nick of time. Australia beat them in at the final hurdle, their final friendly. So they're coming into today's game or tomorrow's game, depending on where you guys are based in the world, on the back end of a defeat. Jamaica, on the other hand, are coming into the game against France on the back end of a 1-0 victory over Morocco. So there's plenty of positives and a couple uncertainties where both countries lay respectively. But I think it's probably safe to say this is you can't predict the future, because you don't know how many talents or the caliber of talent that France will produce in the near future. But as things stand, I don't think we could have asked for a better position to play, better position and a better time to play France. Again, let's bear in mind that there's so much issues there with both of our federations, coaching aside for both teams. But more importantly, unfortunately for them, and I do feel for them, they have been absolutely hampered by injuries. And maybe it's just for us to go out there and capitalize on that. And I'm hoping and praying to God that we do. But hopefully going forward, there will be no injuries for either side, either Jamaica or France. I do feel for these players because you work your ass off so throughout the years to play on sports biggest stage, and to think that just in the nick of time, you're at the World Cup, you can't play because of injury, or you fail to get called up because of injury. Again, I would say for some of these players, even for our own players, this is their final dance, unfortunately. So the emotions will be there. A couple of our experienced players will know that this is it for them. They may not be around for the next World Cup because they probably would have pulled the curtain on their professional playing career. So why not go off with a bang? Why not sign off on a high? And it doesn't get any higher than becoming the first football team from Jamaica to advance out of the group. That's what we want. We want to come out of the group. So try and do that. That all starts on match day one against France.
Yeah, let's go and create some history, Reggae Girls. Last World Cup we didn't come out of the group. I think it's going to be tough, but I think we have the players to do it. We just need to believe. We just need to go out there and just play our game and take our chances whenever we get our chances. Defense when we have to defense, and sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Nothing to lose. You don't under no pressure. So go out there and create history for us. You know what I mean? Yeah, and hopefully after the World Cup, all of the girls them can go home with 40,000, 50,000 euros each for a player. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that, Tallawah, because that is big.
That's huge money. I mean, that 30K, that initial 30K could do us both good, and they deserve
We
it.
deserve it, man. The girls them deserve it, man. We
They
deserve it.
do deserve it. That's a nice little rack right there, and it makes you feel proud, happy for them. Hopefully, they invest well. I don't know what they're like as people. Hopefully, they invest well, treat themselves as well. Why not? Is it a girls' holiday? Let your hair down, treat yourself because you deserve it. But more importantly, invest that money well. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I have.
Come out of the group, more to get. And me I tell you, any of the girls them get the money after this tournament, them money in the JFF, I beat them from left to right. And don't bother with that. Give the girls them what them deserve, and them out there play. All right. Yeah. But Virgin, you come in late, brother. You're late, brother. Where you there, brother? You there under the bed down at Brampton, brother. Come from underneath the bed, bro. Come from underneath the bed. You see me? JFF now go give them that. What you mean by JFF now go give them that? You need the FIFA presidency. Don't play it before we leave, people. Don't play it, I could hear. I'm going to play it, I could hear. It's just 1 minute, people. It's 1 minute. I'm going to play it, I could hear. So nobody come tell me, boy. JFF now get them. I ain't JFF, them supposed to get it. Yeah? So nobody with the foolish people. Alright? I make sure find it. Make sure write down the date, you know. So me have it. So nobody tell me no foolish about the JFF now again. Think my business about the JFF. Run the butter. Dennis Strong and him friend them. Alright, people, now listen to this, people. Don't forget it. Don't forget the date. Yeah, don't forget it.
The eve of the FIFA Women's World Cup to be jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the world governing body cannot guarantee the announced prize monies for players that it will actually get to the players. Infantino says the FIFA will still distribute money to federations rather than oversee direct payments to players. The world governing body announced in June that every player competing in the tournament would be paid at least $30,000. But Infantino says that ensuring such payments go directly to the players isn't feasible. General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, Dennis Chung, is however reassuring that the Reggae Girlz will be properly compensated.
Is that we will ensure that our players get everything that's due to them. We have a contract with the players, and we will ensure that players are paid everything that is due to them under our contract.
Crystal, you hear that? You hear the FIFA president?
This is why I don't even focus too much on FIFA, because FIFA, in a nutshell, is the old boys club. It doesn't get much older than that. They are the original old boys club. Initially, I'm certain that I did read an article at the time that the players would be played directly. This whole nonsense of it's not feasible to play the players directly is just a load of nonsense. It doesn't even make sense. You're FIFA, you're sport one of sports most biggest bodies, if not the biggest. So if you can pay your staff, sure, FIFA have more than 23 staff on their hands. If you can pay them directly, why can't you play? And that's obviously, I'm just focusing on Jamaica. Why can you not pay your players directly? Just allocate an admin team to, say, for example, admin takes charge of CONCACAF, that admin takes charge of AFCON, this admin takes charge of Europe. If you want to pay them directly, you can. So stop making up excuses. So FIFA, when people big them up, I just roll my eyes because I'm like, they're no different to these federations. Matter of fact, FIFA is one of the reasons why these federations haven't changed yet, because they are more or less the same. It's just a spade looking right at a spade.
But
started on them anyways because it's too early in the morning.
Yeah, I know, man, but you know, hear the politician answer or a boy give.
I heard what he said, but I think it's open to interpretation. Play it back again. Let me hear what he said, because there's something that he said that I picked up on, but I've kind of forgotten, and I don't want to misquote him.
Wow.
He said something that was quite interesting. It's like, oh.
Meanwhile, on the eve of the FIFA Women's World Cup to be jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the world governing body cannot guarantee the announced prize monies for players that it will actually get to the players. Infantino says the FIFA will still distribute money to federations rather than oversee direct payments to players. The world governing body announced in June that every player competing in the tournament would be paid at least $30,000. But Infantino says that ensuring such payments go directly to the players isn't feasible. General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, Dennis Chung, is however reassuring that the Reggae Girlz will be properly compensated.
Say to you is that we will ensure that our players, get everything that's due to them. We have a contract with the players, and we will ensure that players are paid everything that is due to them under our contract.
Was it, Ryan? I think that's probably where the politics comes into it, because that's probably open to interpretation. Was his understanding or meaning of what's due to them?
Crystal.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
So the Girlz have a contract with them. Just listen to the line of what he said.
I understand what he's saying, but he's
so that means that if the Girlz have a contract with them, they're not gonna get that over the top they were them supposed to get. They must stick to it.
The man said what is due to them. He said they will get what is due to them. So right away, to be honest with you, it's open to interpretation, but you can't jump the gun and say, oh, so that means they're not getting the 30K. Because he never said that. He said what's due to them. At the very same time, you could go with what you've said and say, oh, the contract.
Clever him use, Crystal.
Yeah.
Clever.
But like I said, FIFA, I'm not really surprised. FIFA is the original old boys club, and so are these federations. So
yeah,
it's basically cousin batting for each other. So I'm not surprised. It is the way it
because
is.
you know, say if FIFA give the girl them, you know, say that's a problem.
Why? Why?
Because that I go mash up the party. Like they must say, yo, brother, we vote in only I go behind no back and give players them money there. It go
already mash up. FIFA, who are FIFA there to serve?
Ryan, you think you're
the players?
Crystal, I can tell you this. Mark it down. I can put it under date. Remember, I have it right down for the date when it come out. So I'm going to write it down. So last time I talk about this, I was in 19. Right? And today I do much now. Today I do much. Let me see.
Me and you are on a different time zone. Mine is the 23rd of
No, I work it my time, man. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. 22.
Big up yourself, you know, my bro.
Right on.
You know, I call him on the show to make fans them know so we make it to the final. You see me?
Oh, you make it to the final?
Yeah, man. Pick up Tallawah TV, that, right?
Yeah, Tallawah TV.
Good evening.
Yeah, big up yourself, Tallawah TV. Good night.
You too.
Yeah, man, I pass you live. We just want to come make it people them know so the team make it to Major League final in Chulani, you know?
All right. Balakram, I'm going to call you tomorrow because I want you to be one of the guests them for talk to me about the team tomorrow. I don't want to show.
What time?
About 7 o'clock Jamaican time.
All right, I'm going to go watch the next semi-final tomorrow. So pick up yourself, isn't it?
All right. Yeah. So, Crystal, I write down this. Remember me tell you, so after this World Cup, I chaos with these girls' money. Remember me tell you.
That's not news breaking story, Ryan. That's
but
like
one of the greatest thing, what me think, I understand where you come from, but one of the greatest thing, we hear it from the FIFA president, where him say, every girl, so I am looking up for the girl them to get 30,000 plus a little bonus, right? If them go to the next round, and then
Ryan, you don't even need to do that. The mere fact that the FIFA president have run away from his responsibilities speaks volumes. If he wanted the girls to be paid directly, they can be paid directly. It's very simple. Him saying that it is not feasible is a complete lie. How is it not feasible for them to be paid directly? What's stopping him from paying them directly? That's true. So he's literally shifting the responsibility into the hands of the individual federation and associations. That's all they're doing.
But what led to that? Is it all the country right? The females team them right? Because at the first time here, this with what the girls females national team them complain to FIFA about unfairness different from Jamaica?
I think collectively across the board, individual football teams have been voicing their
Them,
concerns with their respective federation and association. I mean, you can look at England, for example. Their complaints at the moment is in relation to bonuses, and they've pretty much at tug of war with with the English FA. They did say for the duration of the World Cup that they're just gonna pause, but then afterwards they will go back to talking about the bonuses. But the main problem here is not even the federation or the association. It is FIFA. You run away from your responsibility. You run away from your responsibility. That's like if you've got a bully in school and you go to the head teacher, who is the head of the school, and the head teacher palm you off to your PE teacher. How ridiculous is that? Who is the bully going to listen to? Your head teacher or your PE teacher? Matter of fact, it's not even about listening. You pull that bully out of school instantly if you really wanted to solve the issue. You don't palm off the victim to the PE teacher. That's not going to solve the issue. So the real bad guys here, like I said, the original old boys club is FIFA. They are the issue here. Running away from your responsibility.
yeah. All right, we will see. Cause we don't want to mess up the great show here, but we will see after the World Cup what will happen and thing and thing. But big up to all of the people them who come in through and support the movements with me and Crystal. Hopefully she don't shoot me off for the chain tomorrow morning. All right, I know she will not do that. But anyway, people, hit the like button. Leave your thought down in the comment section if you're watching back on the replay. Over to you, Crystal.
I think we've said enough, to be honest with you. 2 hours extra than we initially anticipated. I need to go and get my sleep because it's 10 minutes to 3, and I have an early wake to make sure that I do a live watch along. But matter of fact, before I do that, there's some stuff that I need to get done for you guys. So yeah, I think there's plenty of stuff that I need to do before I go to my bed. But thank you for tuning in.
All right, this brother keep on a call. All right, hold on, Crystal. One last one. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening. Last caller to the show. Carla.
Yes, blessings, my brother. Greetings. Greetings, my brother. Blessings.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think the female team can beat this French team because they have the potential, they have the bucketive, they have the players, Shaw and others, and they are very talented.
Carla. Oh, the caller kind of disconnect. Carla. Really want to give him the opportunity. You know? Carla, come from man and eat the bed. Carla. I have to run leave, you know, Carla. The caller. Alright. Alright, people. Big up on yourself, people. No love and respect. At what time now in cause the girls them arrive at the stadium, you know, Crystal?
That's probably taken from the day before, though. I don't see why they will need to arrive. It's about almost 3 a.m. in England. The game kicks off at 11 a.m. So I doubt they're at the stadium now. It's probably some days before when they probably went for a little walk around and they're probably just posting it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright. Big up on yourself, people. Enough love and respect. Crystal. over to you, you know.
Yeah, guys. I'll see you guys in some hours' time. Hopefully, you'll be there in the comment section, and I'm hoping and praying that the early wake is worth it. Because it's probably going to be a sore one. I'm gonna go and prepare some notes for tomorrow's game and do what I need to do before I head straight to bed. So if you're new to either one of our channels, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And also, please do remember to hit the like button. It's been a pleasure speaking with you guys. If you're not here for tomorrow's live watch along for whatever the reason is, I hope you have a lovely Sunday. And as we look towards the start of a new week, I hope you have a productive one. As usual, you know how it goes. If you're out and about, I hope you get home safe. I'm gonna close off the show by listening to Atlanta Premise. She spoke up in the press conference, which would have been yesterday for me, today for you guys, and you can hear her thoughts. She's, I should say, in line to make her debut. Most certainly at this tournament. I'll be surprised if she isn't part of the starting 11 against France, but she's all set for her debut. So you'll hear from Atlanta, and then we'll close things off by listening to DJ Khaled and Massacre, and also John Barnes. And see you guys again tomorrow. Any final words, Ryan?
Love the people then. Make sure you come out early tomorrow for support the watch along. Wake up, setting the time for an alarm. We'll do a watch along. Stay tuned, stay blessed. Reggae Sunfest. We're out.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girls is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have boxing girls, mixed race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now a captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
Yeah, obviously really excited. My first World Cup, so it's truly a blessing to be here. Super excited for the game tomorrow. We've had a good week of training, a good camp leading into the World Cup. So just excited to get out there and compete.
France is a strong team. Describe the preparation that you've had leading up to this first game.
Yeah, obviously one of the best teams in the world at the minute, but we're confident. We've been working hard to strategize and to come up with things to make things difficult for them. So we're excited for it. We're going to work hard. We expect it to be a good battle, but you know, we're excited for the prospect of the game tomorrow.
It's Jamaica's second World Cup. How do you think this one, in terms of the national team Jamaica, with the players that you've got now, how does it compare with last time?
Obviously, this is my first World Cup, but I think we can build off of what they did last World Cup, and it's just an exciting opportunity for us. I think there's a lot of new players in and around the team, but we've built good chemistry and good camaraderie and things like that. So I'm excited to go into the game, and it's going to be a good tournament for us. And I think everyone's on the same page with the same goal, and you know, we want to get out of the group and compete and show the world what we can do.
How do you think you're going to feel when you get onto the field?
I think obviously there's going to be nerves, but just pure excitement, really. I think we all dream of things like this, playing on the big stage against the best teams, against the best players. So it's an exciting opportunity, and I think the anticipation's been building, and I think it's going to be nice to be out there on the pitch.
Great, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
I want to give a big bless up to the Reggae girls out there. They ain't believe in us. John did. Reggae girls, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there, World Cup. Sadella Marley, number love. Bless up from DJ Khaled.
And I'm representing for the Reggae Girls. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sidela, big up yourself. One love every time. You know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river. What the reggae girls do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica supporting it every time. You know the thing go.
I'm John Barnes and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.